Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. It's your co-host, the most, Bryce Warner. I'm joined by my boy,
Tariq.
It's a new week. I gotta ask you, how you doing? How's the team? How y'all finish?
We finished with a championship. We don't get no trophies or no medals or anything, but hey,
I ain't getting for the kids.
What you think I made of money?
Look, when I grew up, the parents got the money together to get the kids trophies.
Ain't that shit this year or last year?
Dang. Not you start out the pod. Come on, man. Come on, Tariq.
I didn't say it before this episode though. But starting now. No more. Starting now.
All right, starting now, man. Starting now.
But yeah, they didn't get it. They didn't get the
I
kids.
can restart if you want. It's that early in the episode.
Nah, that's cool. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. It's bittersweet. Like, I enjoy coaching. But the season is so short. It's like by the time most of the players end up getting confidence and really understanding what we're trying to teach them, the season's over. Same thing happened last year. So I might reach out to the parents and just like see if, if they want their kids to do any like one-on-one training or anything like that. And I can do that like on the nights where I have time, on the weekends or something like that.
Oh, Coach T, full time? Coach T? Training team?
I wouldn't say full time, but I enjoy doing it and I enjoy seeing, progress. So, and I kind of do it with my kids at my school anyway, just depending on the sport that I help them with. So, it's not even nothing like crazy. But yeah, man, really fun season. The last game was absolute comedy. I mean, two players had like 19 steals combined. And we still only won by like 7, 8, 9, something like that. Like,
they have the switch players again.
We gave them one of our players. They missed so many layups, bro. I mean, like they missed like 7 straight. Like, miss, got the own rebound, miss, got the rebound, miss, and it was like 3, 4 of them that was just getting it back and just throwing it up. I'm like,
hit the glass.
I'm like, y'all got no more practices because this y'all be doing all practice. It's making layups. But yeah, man, it was comedy. Took a team picture. Told them to put the 2s up because we got 2 championships. Only 2 kids were on the team last year, so two of the kids got 2 championships. The rest of the kids got 1.
Oh, so that's why they was like this.
Yeah, that's why they put the 2s up. I was like, y'all better put the 2s up. Put the 2s up. They was like, why y'all putting the 2s up? I said, because we got 2 championships. And they started laughing. But yeah, man, it's really fun coaching kids and just watching, the growth over time and just seeing their confidence rise each game, each practice. It's just fun to see, them enjoy the game and just hyping them up, really. Because I'd be hyped on the sideline. I'd be running on the court. I'd be yelling. I clapped so hard at one of our players. She thought I was like mad at her because she was locking up and she's like right in front of us. And she knocked the ball out of bounds while the kid was dribbling. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And she made a face like she thought I was mad. I was like, no. I was like, nah, you good. She's like, oh, okay. But yeah, man, really fun season. Yeah, hopefully I can help them a little bit more with their journeys. But yeah, the rest of my week was solid. We just maintaining, doing what we can, getting 1% better every single day.
Sersky.
And, just doing what we do. How about you, bro?
I'm good. I can't complain, bro. I don't know, man. Something's weird going around. Everybody getting under the weather. Me, I'm trying to fight it. But I'm good though. Life is good. God is good all the time.
all the
No,
time.
yeah. But
Awesome.
yeah, man, I can't complain, man. I just been trying to lock in and get to it.
Colorado about that 4 straight losses. Tough.
Only thing to do, man. Only thing to do. Hey, we beat the what's call it the preview curse.
Yes, we did finally. But on the one we just recorded, we differed. So
Yeah,
somebody's gonna be right.
yeah.
They tie. Just keep
I'll be
going.
on the lookout for that later on this week. But no, I'm good though, man. I can't complain, man. You know what Jalen Hurts said, keep the main thing the main thing. Yeah, that's what we working on. Also working on getting 1% better daily. Um, just locking on these hoops, man. March is here. I know it's still February, still got a couple more days left in February, but hey, the madness is March is right there. March 1st is Friday. It'll be lit. It'll be lit. I can't wait for it. Cannot wait for it. But all in all, man, I'm just ready to get to it, man. Are we starting at where are we starting at today?
Where you want to start?
Where I want to start with all right, just real quick. Caitlin Clark is 51 points away from setting the all-time men and women, or men or women, Division 1 scoring record for career points. She's 51 points away from Pistol Pete's record. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like, I'm just thinking, like, boy, Minnesota, Ohio State better watch out.
Hey, it's
Because she
not
could very well get it
to
in the regular
get
season.
that thing against Ohio State.
You said what?
It's not gonna be easy to get that thing against Ohio State.
No. But because she gonna want to get that thing in Ohio State. Last home game too. Last home game.
Indiana put that boxing one on her, and it's difficult in that second half. She only scored 4 points.
Yeah. But I don't know, based on the little rivalry Ohio State got with them, definitely gonna be a game to watch on Sunday. Um, with what they got going on, Big Ten, like seeding and stuff, and yeah, that'll be a big game. Schedule makers get it right all the time, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy because what? Um, Ohio State and Iowa, are they 1 and 2 in the conference?
Yeah,
One and
Indiana 3, I believe.
and basically
Or I
winner.
think Indiana Iowa's tied 2-3. I think they're tied at 2. I
Us,
think I think they have the same conference record now.
you got a top 10 matchup because it's 2 against 6.
Top 7.
Yeah, and then yeah, Ohio State, they're 15-1 in conference play. So they win this. They got the Big Ten championship regardless.
I think they already clinched the share.
Yeah,
So even if they lose the next 2, they still share the Big Ten title.
yeah. So I
Oh,
mean,
keep down these free throws.
for Ohio State because I know we talked about Ohio State having a turning point at some point in the season. Switching gears, and they definitely did that. Like right after we said they needed to, they did it. So, um, yeah, that'll be a big game to watch. But big for Caitlin too, though. That she's continued to build her legacy as a player, build her collegiate legacy, and this is definitely gonna be a player that we talk about for some time, like even far after her career is done. So, um, yeah, shout out to Caitlin on that. Speaking of scoring records, JuJu Watkins. It's too easy for Ju. It's too easy for Ju. All right. It's matter of fact, it ain't too easy. It's Ju easy.
Mm-mm.
Ain't it?
Mm-mm.
Ain't it? All right, I'll chill. I'll chill. I'll chill.
That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. I'm not saying how many ways that's bad. That's just bad. It's really bad.
It's Drew many ways. I'll see myself out, but but no, Juju uh set the freshman scoring record this past weekend, and I believe she set another the record for most 30-point games in season two.
Yeah, I think so. 12.
Oh, every week every game she's breaking the record, bro.
But hey, she's breaking too many records. I can't keep up.
She's been Pac-12 Player of the Week every damn week, or freshman of the week every week. Damn, yeah, like
Boy,
Juju,
Colorado about
Juju,
to plummet. That's
yeah, broke the USC freshman record for most points scored in a season.
bad. They've had some
And she had 30 points.
freshmen out. They've had some talent, boy.
I just said that's USC, bro. And the thing about Juju brings legends out of every game, bro. Like
You said what?
I said, the thing about Juju bringing the legends out of every game.
Sean Miller been
Christian
there.
Haywood was at one of the recent games.
Wow.
Yeah, he was sitting next to Cheryl.
Wow.
Right.
None of that.
Yeah. Juju's gonna take this game. Like, I don't know, bro. I know we talked about Paige and Caitlyn and Angel and just players before them, and just like Juju's leading the pack in terms of like these new players. I mean, what her and Hannah have done this season has been phenomenal, and I think they're just gonna take the game to new level, new heights. Like, these are two special talents. Um, I think with Juju, I can't really remember seeing a freshman like Juju. Like, play with the poise that she plays with against the type of competition that she plays against on a nightly basis, the types of performances she puts up. She's a special talent, man. And just seeing what doors she'll open. Well, I don't want to say seeing, but like thinking about what doors she'll open, thinking about what like I just can't wait to see what's next for Juju, bro. You know, it leads me to believe that the game is going in a good direction. Leads me to that she'll be able to grow the game more than anybody before her has anybody before her has been able to do. And it's like she's I don't know, it's just everybody's like just comes together and like we watch her as a family damn near. Like not
Imagine playing on Pac-12 network.
oh my gosh, bro, the ratings would be crazy. The Pac-12 network was available in South Carolina and Georgia, Maryland,
Everywhere but the West Coast.
New York, New Jersey. Like
Hoboken.
is she, bro? They gonna have to put on ESPN. Well, obviously they're gonna put on ESPN more, but because I mean, I don't know. Wait, where conference are they going to next year?
I believe the Big Ten.
Juju in the Big Ten. Ooh,
That's why I said I might need Caitlin to come back for one more year just so we can get a couple.
ooh, you in the Big Ten. Ooh, we. Mine got Big Ten network. That's the thing.
But that you can get those games on Fox.
They don't play on Big Ten network. They play on Peacock and Fox. I mean, not Fox. Yeah,
You can get it on Fox. You can get Peacock games.
yeah,
Yeah, you there's ways to watch them.
yeah. But you know, she currently has 705 points in a season. That's
That's
for the tournament, dog.
very tough.
Yeah. It says at her scoring rate, she would need 7 games to surpass Tina Hutchison, San Diego State, who currently holds a record with 898 points.
That seems doable.
No.
That seems doable. 2 more regular season games,
2 more
right?
regular season games. Yeah,
Conference tournament,
conference tournament.
NCAA.
NCAA to get almost 200 points.
She might do that shit in 4 games.
I mean,
A 35 here,
we
35 here. That's 70 right there. 35 and a 40 ain't nothing for JuJu.
yeah, no, she's getting real close, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just I don't say surprised because I'm not surprised, but I'm, I guess, amazed. You know, I would say probably amazed at what I've seen from JuJu this season, and I can't wait to see more of it seasons to come. Um, with JuJu there, girls are gonna want to come there and play with JuJu. That'll be able to retain some talent within the state, probably. That'll be able to retain some talent on your team. Winning helps. Winning players help recruitment. We've seen it. We talked about it on the show plenty of times.
I say I'm not so sure. They got so many players, so many upperclassmen. They didn't know JuJu was coming.
Yeah.
And then you got a freshman class coming in that's special.
Yeah. So, and they're what, 7th now in the, let's see. No. It's not what I'm looking for.
They lost one and won one, right? Because
Yes.
they lost to Utah.
I don't think they should have 2 drafts. Yeah, they're still 7. The next game is Thursday against Arizona. Arizona had a good dub over the weekend against Stanford.
Still did.
Shout
No,
out to Ada
still a good
Williams.
one.
Ada Williams had a good game in that game.
A couple of bang-ins. She said she called glass both times. So
She's not one of them balls life buckets that we grew up watching. I want to say grew up watching this
grew
wrong.
up.
I said that's what I said. I don't want to say grew up watching, but it's like she's one of them balls life buckets that we always seen her highlights on the TL when she was in high school for the last couple of years. She had overtime follow her around and stuff too. So it's good to see her play good in college. Because I don't know, I thought many thought that she was gonna go to UCLA. Because she was supposed to go to UCLA for a minute.
But I said I think she had
I think she did decommit.
I said I'm pretty sure that's what she committed and then she decommitted. Went to
Yeah,
Arizona.
I thought she was from LA, but no, she's from like Alabama or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
That's good.
I don't know, not LA, but I
I
was like, she's staying home, whatever. But no, she's not. She's not from LA, but she went to Arizona and they got a good win against a good Stanford team this past weekend. So Pac-12 tournament coming up. Definitely gonna be tuning into that, as well as all the conference tournaments that are big. Oh, the Big Ten tournament, women's tournament. First time it's been sold out in like I think ever.
was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's first time ever.
Yeah. Which is great. More eyes are on the game of women's
The
basketball.
Celeste Taylor effect.
Hey, listen, man, transfer portal, man. Now that transfer portal something serious.
Yeah, that's big time. That's big time.
Oh man. All right, what else I want to talk about? Um, speaking of impressive freshmen, Hannah Hidalgo had a stretch. 12 game stretch. In these 12 games, she scored 280 points, 70 rebounds, 70 steals.
That's a point guard.
Bro, I was a freshman point guard. And she's the only player in the last 25 years with such performance across NCAA Division One, NBA, or WNBA. She's the only basketball player with this damn run.
That's special.
Special. I think she, like I said, her and JuJu, like this freshman class, they're gonna take the game to higher places, bro. Like, and it's good that they're starting to expand in the W because
The
these players,
talent is rising every year
yeah, like these players are gonna need places to play when they're 4 years up.
for sure.
So, and these players are gonna be players that are gonna be able to like change a franchise. I'm saying this now as they're freshmen. You know, imagine them as juniors, seniors when they're ready to declare. Oh, good Lord.
Good luck for whoever doesn't get to draft them.
Yeah. And the thing about Hannah is, bro, I just know there's like so much left for her to like unlock too because she's a freshman.
Yeah.
And with Olivia Miles coming back next year, oh,
That's only gonna open things up more.
they gonna take turns assisting the ball. They're like, bro, I want this. No, I want this. Like,
Just wait till and Dogo get a steal and they get out on a fast break and
man, back and
they
forth.
pass it back and forth like Luka and
Luka
Jokic.
and Jokic, yup. I cannot wait. You gotta come up with a nickname for him, bro. I don't know. We'll
You know,
find. We'll make it next year, all right? But
lived up.
no, I was gonna say Lucky Charms, but no, that ain't it. See, this is why I can't be in charge of things like this. Bro, y'all look at this approval. So, bro, bro, let's get on through the next topic, bro.
Oh my god, Lucky Charms is crazy. Oh man,
I'm sorry. I just think fighting Irish, like an Irish. Like, I just thought it was something that could have stuck.
you just put their names together or something. Like if you say Lucky Charms, they not gonna know who you talking about. They
Miles,
gonna talking about the cereal.
hey, miles to go. I'll stop. Someone turn my mic off. Anyways, speaking of turning mics off and on, they need to put a mic on Angel Reese.
She
They
talking.
need to put a mic on Angel Reese. Then again, they probably can't.
They definitely cannot.
Oh man, but yo, big win for LSU this weekend as they beat Rickea Jackson and the Tennessee Volunteers. Um, Angel has some word for somebody at the foul line.
That game, bro.
Angel has a word for somebody at the foul line, which then carried on to the end of the game, where she said, "Get your money up."
Hey,
Her words correctly.
just
And
keep that same.
I got people talking bad talk. I love it. Go band
Keep
for
that,
band for me. Go band for band.
no, go hoop, go bucket for bucket. That's what I care about. I care about who
No,
hooping on.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Rickea did send her shot like a couple rows into the stands.
Ricky is like that.
For surely.
The reason she's a top 3 draft pick. Um, yeah, I mean, just keep that same energy because you're going to have to see her again. So keep that same energy.
But I
Um,
say SEC tournament coming up.
Tennessee could have won this damn game too.
It could have. It was right there.
I don't know if you watched it,
I watched some of it. I was out to eat, but I watched some of it.
but they point guard. Oh my god, Erica Wither vibes.
Can't throw an entry pass.
I wish she was throwing entry passes. She wouldn't stop shooting the damn ball,
Oh no.
bro. I mean, it was bad. Like turning the ball up, bro. She shot a bad shot, right? And then instead of getting back, she gave up a wide open transition 3 in the corner. I'm like, oh Get her off the court, bro. Like, they tied the game up. She came down and took 3 bad shots. Now, when do you ever hear the commentator say, I really don't understand what she's doing out there?
Yo, I ain't gonna when a commentator start like that.
And
That's
it was
why I
like
was like,
it was like Debbie Antonelli, like a really, really soft spoken person. Like, it wasn't like nobody crazy, like when nobody out there that don't really care about what people got like are gonna say. Like, she's out there like, I really don't understand what she's out there doing. Her shot selection has been terrible. I'm like, facts. But every time she would come down the court, she'd turn the ball over. She took a bad shot. I'm like, she really about to sell this game. And she sold it. She sold their whole comeback. They came back, tied it up. She come down 3, 4 possessions in a row, do something dumb. They down 9 in a matter of 45 seconds. I was like, bro, how? How? And why was she on the court that whole time? Never came out. Never came out. I'm like, bro, you gotta realize she killing y'all right now. She is the definition of she with us. She's the definition.
she with us.
Because LSU was like, oh, she with us tonight. She playing on our team.
I always thought that was funny, bro. Oh, they with us.
Like, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. Tennessee could have definitely had that win too. Like, oh man, it was hard to watch. I can't lie to you. It was hard to watch. Not the game specifically, even though somebody said there was like it was a lot of misses combined. It was like 87 combined misses or something like that.
Dang.
Yeah. She shot 3 for 17. Had 1 turnover, 4 fouls. 3 for 17 is crazy. Yeah, it was far too many possessions where they weren't giving us a key.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? But yeah, Angel, just be ready for that energy to be reciprocated. That's all I'm gonna say. That's also, I love the energy, but that's
I
the kind of
love it. I love it, bro. I love it.
that's the kind of stuff that puts a target on your back when you get to the league, though.
No, big facts though. I mean, hey, that puts a target on your back right now. Like, who do they play next?
I mean, I ain't really worried about them being mad about it.
Oh, they play Georgia next. But doggone,
Stay humble, or you will get humbled. That's all I'm gonna say.
come on now. And hey, you know that personally. Miss.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, the
No,
fuck?
I'm not
The
talking.
freak?
I'm saying we still talking to Andrew here. She
Yeah.
knows that personally, She know how something can get back to somebody because she was on the opposite end of that last year. We seen. We saw Caitlyn do the and what happened? Angel said huh. Well, I love it though. I ain't gonna lie. I love smoke. I don't.
I like just
I don't want to say it like that. I I like competition, competitiveness. It fuels a competitive spirit in me. I like a good banner, good trash talk, good back and forth. It makes things fun, makes things interesting, makes things more intense. Gets me hype, makes me want to tune in more, makes the game more intriguing, entertaining. It's the reason why I love basketball. You can sell everything out on the court. It don't gotta be off the court. Leave it on the floor. Leave it on the floor. But yeah, man. All right. Anything else you want to get into before we talk about what we got to talk about?
not that I can think of. Daisha Fair. Shout out Daisha Fair.
Shout out to Dice Fair. Sister CJ Fair, right?
All right.
Their relation there. They both went to Syracuse.
She also went to Buffalo before that, so I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought it might have been a relation there.
But you gotta have
I gotta have notes, bro.
you gotta know that before you just throw that out there. You didn't even say it like a question mark.
I was so
Like
sure because listen, it was the Syracuse connection. I was so sure. I was so sure.
you said it like it was facts, and then you was like,
I was so sure, bro. It was a Syracuse connection. Just like I'm not even gonna try to say her first name, but Sanders on Colorado. I know that's Dion's daughter. Or Gabby Hawkes. I know that's Hami Hawkes' sister. So I did the same logic there.
you've seen.
I used the same logic there.
That's not the same logic. You've seen them say that this is their child, or that this is their brother, or this is their sister.
All right, well,
You have not seen anything that tells you that they are brother and sister.
I'm looking it up now. So far, I see nothing relating to the two. Oh, bingo. Let's see.
This man is funny, bro. This man is really funny.
Okay, so yeah, no, I don't see anything pointing at her being related to TJ.
This man is wild, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I really thought the whole time. I
You
really
see
thought the
him?
whole time, bro. But I think it would have been mentioned beforehand.
You think? You didn't.
Well, isn't Vonleh, ain't that Noah Vonleh's sister on Colorado?
Are you just saying that, or do you know that for a fact?
No, I kind of know that for a fact. 'Cause I thought they mentioned it before.
This man said, "I kind of know that for a fact."
Bro. Well, I know Aubrey Griffin and AJ Griffin are
Yes.
and Adrian
And
Griffin is my father.
Aaron Vonleh and Noah Vonleh are siblings.
See, I knew that.
But you didn't say it like you knew. You just said it like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, right.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, just because they got the same last name, don't mean.
They had the same last name and went to the same school, so I'm thinking like, huh. I don't know too many fairs. To be fair with you, I don't know too many fairs.
So you don't think South Carolina's got a Johnson on their team, or has ever had a Johnson on their team?
Johnson is such a regular last name. I don't say regular, it's such a common last name. How many people I know with last name Johnson? Think how many people you know with the last name Johnson.
How many do you know with the last name Fair?
CJ Fair and Deja Fair.
Diasha.
Aisha, I'm sorry.
Who is Deja?
This is why I'll say names. Oh, I gotta lock in. I gotta get better. I gotta get better. All right. See, this is why I do notes. All right. This is why I should do notes. And I should pay attention more. I apologize to Daisha Fair.
That is wild.
I apologize to Daisha Fair. Like real shit. No, I sincerely apologize for getting your name wrong, for getting your family history wrong.
Gave her a brother she never had.
Forgive me if you ever see this.
Well, you funny. You funny.
I mean, for real though, I gotta make it for my wrongdoing, man.
Anyways, I never even said what she did. She passed Brittany.
We talked for like 10 minutes about everything else except for what
It
she.
wasn't, it wasn't that long. It was not that long.
It was like it was maybe like it's probably like 3.
Yes. Diasha Fair passed Brittany Griner for 5th all time in NCAA D1 scoring. She currently has 3,302 points. She's 200. She's about a little over 200 from passing Kelsey Plum. A little over 100 from passing Kelsey Mitchell for 3rd place. So she could end up being 2nd place by the time she's done with her collegiate career. That'll be a huge milestone for her. So definitely shout out to Nadia Shafir. She's a bucket, and she's been fantastic for Syracuse the last couple of years after transferring from Buffalo. Yeah, shout out Nadia Shafir for sure.
For sure. Keep up the good work. All right. Well, that being said, we're now in the last week of February. And if you know your months of the year, you know what comes after February is March. You know what happens in March? The madness happens in March. So we got some teams, and we're gonna go through. Let's talk about, what needs to be done from said teams for them to reign supreme come the end of March and win the NCAA tournament. Tariq, you want to start us off?
What, just with the school or the team?
I mean, I guess we can run through
How do you want to do it?
We should talk about this before the show. I guess we could start with. All right, I guess we go from most obvious to least obvious. I don't know how to judge that. Maybe we can
That's somewhat how I have them on a list.
I feel like we can get to that, and we'll just talk through it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. So South Carolina, they're number 1 team in the nation. They are undefeated. Literally, just put your shoes on.
They just gotta show up.
Put your shoes on, put your jersey on, put your headband on,
and play
South Carolina basketball.
And your chance.
Continue to be dominant, as dominant as you are. They have been able to withstand everything that's been thrown their way this season. Every team is giving them their best. You had some close games. Like the game against, was it Georgia?
Well, they ended up winning by 18, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, the game against Georgia was close.
3 quarters.
And then I remember the game against what's name? Oh, UNC, North Carolina, and Duke were both tough games for them. You had
probably their closest game,
but they kind of control that game from start to finish. That Notre Dame game.
Yeah, second.
That LSU game was tough.
Yes.
I caught myself pulling for both sides. Like Haley Van Lith hit a 3. I was like, oh, let's go. Next thing you know, damn Raven Johnson hit a shot or Tina Pow hit a shot. I'm like, oh, let's go. So yeah. All in all though, South Carolina, just pull it to the arena. Play your game. Ohio State, number 2 in the nation. Their highest ranking all season, man. I feel like number 2 just always change every couple weeks.
Pretty much. Kansas State went to number 2 and they lost 2 straight. So, or no, they lost 3 of the last 4, something like that. But to be fair, Ioka Lee got hurt, so it happens. So Ohio State.
What they got to do?
I think their X factors. I gave them 2. Celeste Taylor's shooting.
Yeah.
She's been shooting 40% 3 since the Iowa game, which was about which was like January 21st, something like that, I think. So for over a month now, she's been shooting 40% from three, which is huge for her for multiple reasons. And then the press. The press is what helped them beat UConn last year. So if they can wreak havoc with those guards and really, lock in on a team and see what their weaknesses are and things like that, then they've got a really good chance of making a run.
Yeah, for certain, man. Team the run they went on last year, and adding a player like Celeste Taylor to the mix, who's good on both sides of the ball. Like, this can be a year where they can really shake some things up. So they're definitely a team to watch come March. Number 2, so they'll probably be a 1 seed.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they take care of business against Iowa, and then depends on what they do in the Big Ten tournament
Yep.
and some of the stuff around them, obviously. But
All right. Next team on the list, Texas.
for me, it's Shaylee Gonzalez
Yeah.
and late execution. Um, late game execution is huge in the tournament.
Mhm.
Um, Texas has done really well. Still found ways to win games and play their brand of basketball even without Rory. But when
Yep.
you miss your best player the most is late in games and win games. When half court, ball goes down and every possession matters. And when you
Mhm.
go 3, 4, 5 minutes without scoring, um, that puts you at a detriment. So they got to be able to get consistent buckets in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, and just find ways to make plays. And then Shaylee Gonzalez, I think her defense and her shooting are going to be key. I think Madison Booker is going to do her. She's only a freshman, but she's shown these big games. They ain't nothing to her. She's going to step up. She's going to make plays. And there's talent around this team. Leah Moore and Shay Holly. Um, they've got enough talent to get to the second weekend, even without Rory. But I think Shaylee Gonzalez is a key component to them getting there.
I agree, man. I feel like the team's been able to, uh, just been good to see how they've been able to stay persistent. I don't say persistent. How they've been able to still be good without the best player and still be able to beat some of the tougher teams in their conference and be in the position that they are in. I just think for them, play their game, play their strengths, and take it matchup by matchup.
Sure.
See where you got the advantage at and utilize it.
I would say you get a 1 seed, you get a much better um, schedule. So take care of business to end the season, take care of business in the tournament or in your conference tournament, and get you a 1 seed, play a 8 or a 9.
Mhm.
Um, helps your chances more. But there's a ton of talent all around the country. So a 8 and a 9 don't necessarily mean that's an easy win. So, which is why I think they have to take those things very seriously because there's no short thing. We seen Stanford and Indiana lose 3-16 last year, so
Oh, shit, I was the same.
don't take it for granted. Because bro, we were supposed to see Indiana last year.
Yeah.
Miami knocked them off, but yeah, those are my two X factors for Texas.
All right. We got them Cardinals out in Stanford.
I think they're the Cardinal.
Okay.
Um, the guards, and I put that in all caps.
Yeah.
The guard, all of them, every
All
single.
Yep.
Even the ones that don't play, them too. Like that's literally it. Like
Carolyn
no,
Peck said, bench, stay in this ball game.
you know what you're getting from Cam Brink. You know what you're getting from Kiki. You know what you're getting from Hannah Jump. After that, it's very up and down. It's very inconsistent. They've shown flashes. They've shown times where they can make stuff happen, but more often than not, they've struggled in games because of their backcourt. So if they want to get to a Final Four, if they want to get to a national championship, the guards have to be better. They have to be a lot better. Their guards are what Notre Dame's post players are. They are what's keeping you from being a Final Four team. So their backcourt can they make consistent plays. I don't need 25 points. I don't need 19 points. I just need consistent play and being confident. There's a lot of times where they just look like they don't understand what they're doing. They don't feel confident in what they're doing. They don't feel confident to make plays. And confidence is such a huge piece of basketball, of sports. So if you don't have confidence, then you're not going to get much done, and especially when crowds are packed and it's win or go home, and everybody is playing at a unreal intensity. And if you don't match it, you're going home in the round of two again, because they didn't match it last year against Haley Jones, against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And home.
Ole Miss was in that game.
Because Ole Miss came to Stanford and did that.
Yeah.
They came to your crib.
They ran up in your trap cup. Let me stop.
All right. I don't know if you can hear that.
Goodness.
Madness going on up there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I agree though. Guard play is important for Stanford, especially in the tournament. Especially everybody's gonna be focused in on Kiki and Cam.
Kiki.
And got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes.
I mean, I know she's done a good job of doing so this season, but like,
He's also had some games where she hasn't.
it's the tournament. You know, they a little tighter on that whistle.
Yeah, them refs sucked last year.
Oh my gosh, the rest try to steal the show. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis? Ain't nobody came to see y'all. Trying to steal the show, take away from the game. If we want to see y'all, we would pull up the Foot Locker.
Come on now.
Come on, dog. But all right. Virginia Tech. One of my favorite teams in the nation.
Hold on.
All right, next team we got to talk about one of my favorite teams in the nation, in the ACC. ACC's best, Virginia Tech. What Virginia Tech gotta do to, make a run for that chip this year?
I have Kayla King, and then their defense. I think they go through phases where their defense, you know, I want to say they're an elite defense, but I would say they're above average. And really, with defense, you just need stops at the end of the game. And Kayla King is a pretty good defender. But I think her 3-point shot is what's most important to this team. If she can get that shot to fall at like a 39-40% clip, this team could go really, really far. Because you know what you're getting from Georgia, you know what you're getting from Liz, and like we mentioned in the preview, I'm pretty confident in what we'll get from the other players. And I know we'll get from Kayla King defensively, but if we can get her shooting the ball well, then that opens up a whole new avenue for Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what got them there last year was Keanu Traylor and her being able to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But you had at least one of them knocking down threes. So, you know, you have Matilda Eck who can shoot it, but Kayla King is the player that can really break the game open with her shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, definitely. I agree with you there, especially with their defense too. Defense wins championships, and one thing I don't want to say has been a struggle for them, but it's just one thing they need to really stress on heading into the tournament is the way that they defend. Um, I'm sure they'll see a plethora of teams. I'm trying to say. See, I hate when I get in these moments. It's like these moments where I'm like trying to figure out what to say and just zone out completely. But you know, they gotta make sure they play to their strengths and stuff, and they utilize their best players and get players the ball in their spots. You know, teams are gonna try to disrupt that. Um, Especially we got talent like Elizabeth Kitley on your team, and you got someone like Georgia Amore that's on your team too. And she lit up the tournament a couple times last year. So yeah. Next team you got is America's favorite team. Maybe, maybe not. Iowa.
What Bomani Jones say?
What did Bomani Jones say?
I said, what does he say?
Oh.
Two Americas.
I like how we almost said that at the same time.
They're one side of America's favorite team.
Yeah.
And another side of America's least favorite team.
Well, they're the big. Oh no, they're not even Big Ten's favorite team. Well, I don't know, but
Is that protocol?
listen, man, Iowa though. I personally think Iowa, like last year, their role players got to step up, got to show up, gotta you know, gotta perform when their number is called upon. When you receive that ball from number 22, you know what to do.
Let it fly.
Come on now,
Let it fly.
like
Hands in the air.
you gotta make the best of your opportunity, man. Gabby Marshall, shots. Been a tough year for her, but she got to make some shots. They gonna need that too.
She's ooh wee.
If she could turn from oh yeah she with us to oh step up on that.
31% from three this year.
Yeah, that's not
4% from the floor.
the Gabby Marshall I know.
Out of all the players that play like consistent minutes, she's shooting the worst from the field and from three. Like Hannah Stokey is shooting better from three than her.
Yeah,
Granted, Hannah Stokey shooting 50%, so she's probably like 2 for 4 or something. But like there are players that play 11 minutes a game, average more points than her. Oh
yeah.
man, she's in. I don't know. I just thought this year was gonna be like a big year for her, and
Far
it's
from
been
great.
really been a struggle so far. So yeah, but her and Molly Davis were my X factors.
Yeah,
Um, Molly Davis has been really really good for them this year. She's been a player that can create off the dribble for herself and for others outside of or opposite of Caitlin Clark. Um, she can shoot the ball well, and she's really good at attacking closeouts, and she's one of the best finishers in the country. Every time she's going to the rim, I'm just waiting to see what she's going to do next because she finds a way to make some crazy looking jumpers or crazy looking layups. Sorry, I was watching Keegan Murray. some crazy looking layups. So they're going to need her to continue to do that in big games. Indiana was a game where Molly Davis didn't really get it going. Gabby Marshall struggled as well. So um, both of those players are going to be key to if Iowa wants to get back to the national championship game.
No, that's a fact. That is a fact. All right. Now, this is probably the second America's favorite team, or one of the two. I don't know. It's a lot of favorite teams out here, but got USC, the Trojans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said let Ju be Ju because that has been seen to work for them this far. But
And it's not it, bro.
but I think they should really stress on the defense. Not saying that they're bad defensively, but
They're the best.
yeah, you said they're the best.
They're one of the best.
One of the best, yeah. But I know being that you're in the tournament now, higher stakes,
Yeah.
a lot of teams are going to be coming after you because of you guys, climbing up the ranks the way I did this. Like this is the most organic, like home, like grown, like kind of growth we've seen this year. This team started out the year unranked, and they worked their way up.
I think they were ranked, but they weren't ranked super high. I think they were like
They're like ranked 20 something, weren't they?
yeah, somewhere around that range. Because the Ohio State game that they played, they were both ranked. I just don't think they were ranked very high.
Okay. But yeah, I
Yeah.
said let defense will be major, especially I don't know, just with some of the matchups. Um, but I mean we've seen this team against a team like UCLA, but obviously that win came against a UCLA team that was without Lauren Betts, if I can remember that correctly.
No, that was Stanford that beat them.
Oh,
I think.
Stanford?
Yeah,
Oh, we
Stanford
beat them
with
without
Lauren.
Betts. I thought Lauren Betts missed that second USC game.
No, I thought she missed the Stanford game.
I thought she missed both.
Let me check real quick. Yeah, she played in the USC game. The last game she had played in before she missed time was the Utah game. That was the game where I was questioning why she hadn't played a lot. Uh, she played 26 minutes in that game, and then she came back against Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, they started the season ranked 21, and now they're ranked 7.
Yeah.
But
It was Caleb Padilla. I think at this point, you're getting from Mackenzie Forbes. Caitlin Davis has stepped up. What you're getting from Rhea Marshall on the defensive end. And she could provide some on the offensive end as well. But when Caleb Padilla is knocking down shots and is playing with confidence, this is an entirely different team. She's shot the ball really well the last couple of weeks, and she just makes timely plays, and that's huge in March. Like it's not just about what you do throughout the game; it's answering other teams' run, answering other teams' buckets and things like that, and just timely shots to keep the lead at 7 or keep the deficit at 5, like just small things like that. And she always finds a way to make. Ooh, Jaime, that was tough. She always finds a way to make those things happen.
that's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Speaking of Jaime, we're going to UCLA next. Talk about.
Uh, go ahead.
I said talk about Gabby and her team.
Lauren Best's health.
Yep.
If she's healthy, they're a top 3 team in the country. I think it's between South Carolina, Ohio State, UCLA. UCLA beat them earlier this year, so I would give them the nod and say they're second best. but Ohio State's been playing at a really, really, really high level lately. So um, I think when UCLA is fully healthy, I think they're the second best team in the country. And then their post players outside of Lauren Betts, Sontag and Dugalich. I think if they can add like Dugalich has had some really good games this year where she stepped up and made big plays. Um, but I think there's going to be teams that are going to really try to key in on Lauren Betts, and it's going to be hard to key in on Lauren Betts and figure out who you're going to try to take away at the same time. You don't want to just leave Kiki Rice and Charisma Osborne to just do their thing. So one of the players that teams are going to probably try to force to make plays is Dugalich, and she has that ability. So I think she's the um, her and Sontag are the X factors. I think you know what you're gonna get from Hawkes and London Jones.
Yeah.
They come off the bench and they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and they provide a spark. They provide versatility. They provide shooting. Um, so yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
I'll
Oh,
say for me, of course, post play is gonna be important, but I don't know. I think guard play might be important for UCLA. And they got the guards that can lead them to a chip, lead them to a deep run in the tournament. You know, Charisma Osborne came back for another year. Kiki Rice has been better this year. You got London Jones. And I mean, I think this team is one of the more well-rounded teams in the nation, top to bottom. Like they remind me of like I would say just skill wise, I feel like they got like the talent of like a South Carolina, you know, where it's like be a guard night one night, be a big night one night. It can be like
you know what? You know what team they remind me of? That Stanford team from a couple years ago.
that one chip.
Yeah, Charisma Osborne, Kiana Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Haley Jones, Kiki Rice,
Uh-huh.
Cameron Brink, Lauren Betts,
Uh-huh.
Anna Wilson, London Jones, even though Anna Wilson was a senior and London Jones is a sophomore.
Yeah.
But I can see the parallels between the team. Yeah. 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 Come on now. That boy flew. That boy flew.
Boy, Martin with a dagger like that.
Yeah, Caleb, sore on him. Um, yeah, man, what was that?
You was talking
Yeah,
about Stanford and the
I think those
parallels.
teams have a lot of parallels in terms of just the way that they look. Um, they have a veteran scorer and defender, much like Kiana Williams was for Stanford. They've got a point guard that can shoot the ball and takes care of it in London Jones. And then you got a younger guard still, learning the game, but making really big plays down the stretch of games and throughout the game in Kiki Rice and Haley Jones. And then you got a rim deterrent and a player that can score on the offensive end with the best of them in Lauren Betts with Cameron Brink. I'm not saying that they're exactly the same, but I can see the parallels. I'm trying to think of who they're. I had Hannah Jones. I guess Hannah Jones would be Duke Leach, but yeah. Right? Was Hannah Jones? Is there four?
Yeah. All right. Next we go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. LSU Tigers. Go Tigers. Um, I think for me the X factor got to be Haley Van Lift.
Oh, that's
That guard who's been in the tournament before, and who hasn't really been called upon for offensive output, being that Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow's really been called upon to um for their production at different times of the season. In fact, some people probably forgot about Haley Van Lith. But I think her play sets the tone for a lot as it has this season. Um, yeah, having an experienced guard is what a team needs. What any team needs really to have what should we call it? What any team should have for a March run. You gotta have a good guard or a player that can like get your team together, run your offense, set the tone, set the pace. And that's someone that's Haley Van Lith for LSU.
Yeah, I agree. I said Haley Van Lith. I also said shot selection. And that's for the whole team. That's not just for Haley. That's for Kayla Williams, Flaw J, Angel, Anissa. They all struggle at times. Not so much Anissa because she knows where her bread is butter. But for the most part, the team can struggle at times with shot selection. Um, and I think they all realize that they have a ton of talent, so they feel like, oh, I can make this tough shot. Um, and if we don't, we'll be able to make up for it. And sometimes they haven't been able to. So shot selection is going to be huge in a game where every possession at every point is going to matter. But I do think Haley Van Lith is the X factor. I think not not just for the offense, but for the defense. Um, guards are going to try to attack her. They're going to try to get switches, and just they're going to try to make her work every time down the floor on the defensive end, and she's going to have to accept that challenge because she's a smaller guard. So, um, you know, not only in college, but when she gets to the W, they're going to try to do the same thing. So, you got to prepare yourself for these moments and just accept the challenge and try your best to make things happen on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, for real, for real. I just know, I don't know. I just know a lot of people talk about the non-con and same talk that we seen from them or seeing about them last year. We're seeing again this year. But I mean, they're the reigning champs, so they got the target on their back. And with that, they gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to show up. So I think they got what it takes to make another deep run, though. If not a title, if not another title, but yeah. All right, your favorite team, UConn Huskies.
This is one of those where it's the best player, but I don't think it's necessarily just Paige. I think it's her usage.
Okay.
How much are they using her to initiate offense, for her to get her own shot, for her to create for others? Um, a lot of times when you get to this stretch of the season, it comes down to who has the best player and who can make big time shots. And Paige has shown that she can do that. She's shown it her freshman year. She showed it in her sophomore season. Obviously, she missed all of last year, so she didn't get a chance to do that. Um, but Paige has shown that she's a clutch player when it matters the most. So for me, you didn't put too much on her all season. Once you get to the tournament, that's the time to turn it up because if not, then win.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you're not doing it, then win. And then after her, I feel like it's also Nika. Nika has struggled with her shot a little bit this season. It seems like she struggled a little bit with her confidence at times. And I know it's been difficult, with Paige coming back. And they're also playing two other guards, so four guards in total. It's kind of hard to find a real rhythm of, and she just broke a single season assist record of Sue Bird's last season. So she's coming into the season like, hey, I'm still, you know, I'm still able to be the point guard of this team. Obviously, when Paige is coming back, that changes a little bit. So, there's a little bit of a dynamic that had to be figured out. So I think those two are the key pieces. I think at this point, we know what we're going to get from KK. We know what we're going to get from Athlon Shade. Aaliyah Edwards has been spectacular all season long, and we don't play much of our bench. Ice Brady um, has continued to come along all season long. So I'm really it's just gonna come down to Paige being Paige, honestly. Just to keep it 100%. It's gonna come down to Paige being Paige. If she's not Paige, then this team doesn't have a chance. I'm sorry, they just don't.
I
With
agree. I
all
know.
the injuries, they don't have a chance.
Yeah, I agree. I know every tournament season we see a team that is led and their run in the tournament is spearheaded by a one-star player. And if I would have had to make a bet as in to what team that would be, I would have to say UConn Huskies, man. I mean, normally it's a team that we don't expect seeing, and then that's how stars are born. But there's gotta be a year where Paige put the team on put the team on her shoulders. You know, she gotta lead the pack. So yeah.
I agree.
All right. Notre Dame.
Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I got a feeling I know what you're gonna say.
Half court offense,
Uh-huh.
Italian Marshall,
Uh-huh.
kind of that. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm not even gonna go too much into it again.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Those are the three phases. Everything else, I feel confident in. Those three things, not very confident in, respectfully.
Yeah, post play has just been I don't know. Just been something that's been
Not very.
yeah, no. Something that needed to fix or was needed to improve on all season. Guard play is good though, but post play is
Guard plays fantastic,
exactly.
but after that, it's rough. But yeah, that's mine for them.
All right, cool. Kansas State.
The health of Ioka Lee.
Yes.
When she's healthy, this team is completely different. Obviously, she's their best player. Um, and Gabby Gregory. She was their leading scorer last season, but Ioka Lee was out for the year. And she really hasn't found the same rhythm or the same confidence that she had last season. Um, and I think the players around her have stepped up and made strides, like Serena Sundell, Jalen Glenn. Um, but I think she could really change the trajectory of this team's chances to make a run in the second weekend. If she could up her game to where she doesn't necessarily have to be where she was last year, getting 20 points a game, anything like that. Just and she has games where she comes out and she's aggressive and she makes a lot of plays.
Mhm.
And it's definitely there. It's just can she do it game after game once we get to March? And that's what I'll be looking to see because she's very talented and has all the capabilities of making big plays. So um, that's what I'll be looking for.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't know why I was on out there, but I second that. Ike Lee has been their best player for some time now, and a lot of their run determines a lot of their run will be determined by her performance and her health. So, all right. Colorado, we saw them play tonight against UCLA.
Um, this is another one where I think you're getting from players like Jalen Sherrod, Aaron Vonleh, Quay Miller. I was gonna say Quay Walker. Who the hell is Quay Walker? Um, for me, it'd be Frida Foreman. She's their best shooter. Um, and she's the one playing next to Jalen Sherrod. So if she can get games where she's giving you 12 to 15, knocking down 3 to 4 threes, it just changes so much for that team. As they're not a team that is really super running gun or anything like that. Obviously, Jalen Sherrod is one of the fastest in the country, but they're really a team that is going to try to make you make mistakes and things like that. So they get out in transition and she starts to make some threes, it can get ugly. So for me, it's Frida Foreman.
I think Colorado for me. I think it's just making the best of the opportunities, man. Um, just to put it plainly, we've seen this team do so at different points of this season. I always think back to that first game against LSU. Yeah, and if that team comes out the tunnel, shit,
Yeah, definitely not a
they come out the
not a
tunnel.
team you want to see. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the team that's gonna have to come out the tunnel, though. You know. So I mean, they're in a tough conference in the Pac-12, and they withstand and have remained ranked. They've had their share of wins and losses. I think they're what? Where are they at in the Pac-12?
Uh, After another loss tonight, they might be 6 on
Okay.
Utah now, but they were 5 coming into it.
Okay. But yeah. All right. Yeah, just for Colorado to take advantage of the opportunities. All right, Oregon State.
Reagan Beers' health.
Yeah.
If she can come back and beat herself, um, this team is capable of beating anyone in the country with the way they play defense, um, and the way that they can shoot the 3 ball. Um, you really just need to get hot for a 2-3 week stretch, and Oregon State has already shown that they can do that. So yeah, for me, it's just Reagan Beers being healthy. If she's not, I don't really like their chances, unfortunately. Um, but hopefully they prove me wrong. But yeah, I'm not sure how far this team can go if she's not on the court.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen how they were without her and how big of an effect that she has on the game for Oregon State. And it's tournament time, man. You should, want to have your best players. Like having your best players available at all times is a great thing. The best ability is availability, especially in the tournament. So
For sure.
yeah. All right. Utah, another
Three
Pac-12.
point 3 point shooting and defense, actually.
Yeah.
Uh, their defense is kind of in the middle, but the 3 point shooting when they're knocking down the 3 ball and this affiliate is doing her thing, they're incredibly tough to beat. So for me, it's 3 point shooting because the way that they played LSU last year, they were, I mean, literally some free throws away from beating them. So, um, yeah, I think 3 point shooting and the defense is going to be the key for them to make a run this year.
Um, I don't know. I think this is another case of you gotta have your best player lead you to the promised land. And Alyssa Pilley's been having a great year. Another stellar year from her. So yeah, I think they can make another deep run like they did last year, making it to the what? Sweet 16.
Trying to think if LSU played anyone before they played them, or if Utah played anyone before that. I think it was the Elite Eight. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because I remember that was the first matchup. Was well, one of the first matchups was Angel and Alyssa.
Oh, okay.
I remember that was a point. I remember they played, and I remember that was a point in the whatchamacallit. But I remember. Yeah, no, that was a game that whatchamacallit.
Oh,
Huh?
they played Miami in the Elite Eight. That's who it was. They played you. They did play Utah, and then they played Miami.
All I remember is she airborne.
Bro, I still to this day can't believe it. Cannot believe it. That was insane. The whole crowd was.
I actually went through and I saw that video again the other day. Oh my gosh, she airballed. She literally airballed. What?
First of all, you got me sounding like a little girl. I said, "Yeah,
Let me put some. Let me put some bass in my voice. Let me put my car from the towns on. You know.
all right, relax now." You could have said Tyrese Halliburton.
No, cause he switches up like mid. Like see, I couldn't even do it. Let me start talking about the way people talk. That's bad. But all right, last couple teams we got North Carolina State, Wolfpack.
They're guards. They're guards. They've got 4 guards that can do just about anything on the court.
Yeah.
And if they are going, River Baldwin is going to do what she does. Mimi Collins is going to do what she does. Yeah, it's going to come down to them guards. Nia Rivers, Isaiah James, Zoe Brooks. Yeah, it's just going to come down to come down to what they do best. And that's just create havoc and also get buckets.
I think they should aim to control the pace because in the games I've seen North Carolina State, when they get after it and they take control of the game, it's hard to get control back from them. So
That's a fact.
yeah. All right, Indiana. Who's
Sarah Scalia.
Oh yeah, she tough.
The defense. She's great shooter. When she's going, her and Mackenzie Holmes have a really good 1-2 punch. So I think she's key, and then their defense. The way that they played against Caitlin Clark, not saying that you do that against other players because not everyone's Caitlin Clark. You don't need to go box one, but you play with that same effort and intensity on defense, and that's gonna carry you further than you think.
And last but not least, Duke.
Offensive consistency. They've got a ton of talent, ton of young talent.
Yep.
But there are times where, and this was even last year, where the offense just really, really struggles. A lot like Notre Dame. They've got talent. They've got the pieces. They just sometimes they struggle to make shots. Sometimes they struggle to put it all together. But Duke feels like a team that can get a 2-3 week stretch of just playing really great basketball and causing some real havoc for teams.
Oh, for sure. They've given teams trouble all season, man. Didn't they just have a big win this past weekend?
Yes, I just don't remember over NC State, was it?
Let's look. Let's look. Let's look.
I believe it was NC State.
Sunday. Yeah, Duke beat NC State and Duke.
Very
They
good win.
wins over NC State this year. They beat North Carolina. Um, They beat Florida State. Had a close game with South Carolina. They gave South Carolina a run for their money, really. Um, yeah, they've had some notable wins under their belt. And Carol lost, man. But she's building in Duke, bro. This team, this team gonna be scary in a couple years. She keep building it up the way that she's doing so. I mean, they're bringing in, I think, a 5-star recruit in Toby Fournier. And I know they had some other big signings on signing day this past year. So can't sleep on Duke. Duke is a team I'm not sleeping on.
Definitely don't sleep on Duke.
And that
You
is
sleep
nobody.
on Duke. If you sleep on Duke, you're gonna be sleeping in your own bed in a couple of days.
Yes, you sleep on Duke, you get slept.
All right. You said like they be out there fighting or something.
Hey, never know. No, I don't wish that. I don't wish that on. I don't wish that on them. I don't wish that on them. They the type to keep it on the court. But yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we get on out of here for today?
I did not have anything unless you did.
Nah, man. I just just like people getting buckets. So much so that I like talking about it. So that's what we do twice a week. Actually, 4 times a week if you count the previews.
Technically 4 times.
And every day if you follow us on Twitter. Haha. And it was more where that came from, especially if you stayed this far, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the page. Hit the notification bell. And yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband Podcast Show. It's co-host with the most, B-Dub, Bryce Warner, signing up.
Read McDowell signing off. Appreciate y'all.